Assalamu alaikum.
Hello there.
Yesterday, I made a post saying that the Muslim kids living in Western countries are being fed LGBTQ propaganda. Muslim kids are being made to accept LGBTQ, love LGBTQ, and even be a member of the LGBTQ community. Just a few minutes after I made that post, Smile to Jannah made a similar video about Muslim kids studying in a UK school being fed LGBTQ propaganda and lies about the Quran and Islam. First, just watch that video.
Okay, so what happened at Wood Green Academy here in the UK? They brought in a homosexual Muslim, as you do, knowing that homosexuality is a sin in Islam, in Christianity, in Judaism. And this homosexual Muslim misinterpreted the Quran by claiming that it didn't negate homosexuality.
I read the Quran, I read the Bible to see what does it say about homosexuality, and as far as I'm concerned, in my research, there isn't anything in the Quran that says homosexuality is a sin.
And some students, as you're supposed to do at school, spoke out, disagreed, and rather than them being spoken to in a respectful, in an understanding, in a pastoral way, here's what happened.
Alright, shut up and listen!
Good Lord.
I don't care! I've had enough! We live in a diverse and tolerant country. We are tolerant of different religions. 21 years ago, a group of Muslims smashed airplanes into buildings to kill thousands of people.
What the hell is this? A'udhu billah.
At that stage, people stood up and said, no, we must not condemn Muslims for what a few have done.
Oh yes, indeed. So the students were told to shut up, and then a reference was made to 9/11 to, in effect, put them in their place.
Yeah, you said it's your own journey. Why is he advocating this to young people, young Muslims who are still learning their religion? You're advocating the wrong thing. Do you agree that being gay and Muslim is wrong?
No, I don't agree with that.
So you don't agree with that?
How dare you come out and lie flagrantly, blatantly, and obviously.
Just attending younger years, wrong information. First you said that there's no version of the Quran. Now you said it is version. And then you said you can't be gay in Islam. Then you said
I didn't say you can't be gay. I came from...
You said no. So now you're saying you can be gay in Islam. You're telling people, first of all, okay, you be gay, yeah, it's fine, that's okay, you do what you want. But if you're telling other people to do your sin, don't think that's wrong.
So firstly, I would like to commend the students for standing up articulately, bravely, to know about their religion, and not only know about their religion, but to be confident about their religion and speak out in a way that I think as Muslims watching that video, we are proud of you young Muslims that spoke out and were not quiet, and those of you that recorded and filmed it as well.
Alhamdulillah, there are Muslim students living in the West that actually know their religion. But what about those who don't? What about those whose parents didn't teach them anything about Islam and their religion? What about those who don't know that LGBTQ is a sin in Islam? Muslim kids living in the West have to go through depression and loneliness because their parents are not always there for them. They have to mix with the LGBTQ community and pupils because they don't have Muslim friends themselves. And they spend a lot of time on Instagram, which is probably the biggest source of LGBTQ content. This particular account makes comics for kids and teenagers. It portrays gay people as a fantasy. It portrays girls on OnlyFans selling their bodies for $3 as not a problem. And it supports polyandry, which is multiple dating or marriages. This is the amount of disgusting and disturbing content that our Muslim kids in the West are consuming. How do we expect them to be religious, to know their religion when they are consuming this kind of disturbing content? Western Muslim parents are failing to teach their kids the right Islam. It is very necessary that we take account our own children and teach them Islam the way it is.
الإسلام بشرى إننا نلمح فجرا في شباب قد أشادوا صحوة للدين كبرى.